C secure. Enemy has B.
Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, another episode of DNA Saturday, which is the weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in DNA bombs. That was the HBRa class we're going to be using throughout the entirety of this gameplay. If you guys would like, of course, you can go back and pause the video to get a good look at the class, but keep in mind, I will be talking about the class up at some point throughout this video. But ladies and gentlemen, as you guys saw from the opening clip as well as these first few kills, this is a very laggy lobby, and it's weird because at points it gets really bad, really laggy, and at other points it's fine. It's just a weird connection here, but regardless, what we got going on here is a game of domination here on the map Compound, one of the new maps that we got here with the Supremacy DLC in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, running around the HBRa3 Average Joe, and we get ourselves DNA Bomb, which is pretty nice. This is actually sent in by a guy that goes by the name of Snowboard Otter, who is a returning guest here on my channel. He was actually featured a couple times last year during Call of Duty Ghost with Chemstrike Saturday. What made his gameplay pretty unique last year was he was the only person that would submit Wii U Chemstrike gameplay for COD Ghost. That was pretty insane. He's a very good player on multiple different platforms. Of course, Advanced Warfare doesn't come out for the Wii U. It hasn't at all. There's no Advanced Warfare version for the Wii U because I kind of figured that the player base on the Wii U is just not enough for them to warrant really making the game and trying to mass sell it and stuff like that. So they just even make an Advanced Warfare for that. So of course we're gonna be sitting here and playing on the Xbox. But still, it's a very nice overall gameplay by a very good player, and hopefully you guys all sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay using one of my favorite guns in the game. I actually recently got the HBRa3 Average Show, and I gotta say I really enjoy using it for a variant that's not even like an enlisted or professional or an elite. It's not even one you have to get from a supply drop. You just get it for leveling up your gun and doing challenges and stuff like that. It's actually a very good variant. Of course, it's not as good as like the look at that lag right there. It's obviously not as good as like the HBRa3 Insanity by no means. But then again, what gun is? The Insanity is just that. It's insane. It's a fantastic variant. But if you don't have the HBRa3 Insanity, just go for the Average Show, guys. It's a very good variant, and you can get it pretty easily, all things considered. If I remember correctly, to unlock the HBRa3 Average Show variant, all you really need to do is get 300 kills with the HBRa3. Then it just shows up in your inventory, which is pretty good. I mean, you don't have to get lucky to get such a great variant like this. You don't have to get lucky to, open up a bunch of supply drops or advanced supply drops or anything like that. It just comes to you via a challenge, which is pretty nice that you get such a good weapon variant from a challenge. Like, you think of a lot of the other challenge-based weapon variants, like the ones you get for achieving 300 kills or so with a weapon. Usually they're pretty subpar variants, they're pretty below average, but not here at the HBRa3. It's actually very good. Once again, guys, the Average Show is fantastic, so be sure to go ahead and get up to 300 kills so you guys can go ahead and unlock this thing for yourselves. What we're going to go ahead and do is actually start talking about the created class that we're actually using in this video, because it's a very fast DNA bomb. We're actually over halfway done with it because, again, it's Compound. It's the fastest map of the Supremacy DLC, one of the fastest playing maps in Advanced Warfare in general. So let's go ahead and start talking about this. In terms of the weapon, again, HBRa3 Average Show, fantastic variant. For using that, it's going to give you +1 to damage and +1 to your range, and the only downside is you're going to get -2 to your handling. So your hip fire is going to be a little bit worse, but you're getting increased damage and increased range. This thing already hits like a truck down range. Now it's going to hit even harder. It's fantastic. Well worth losing a little bit of hip fire, because let's be honest, the hip fire on the HBRa3 wasn't that great to begin with. And in terms of attachments, we're using adjustable stock, we're using extended mags, and we're using foregrip. You won't find any complaints from me. I will suggest, though, that just for me and my own personal experience, the iron sights, like the diamond iron sights that you have here at the HBR, I find that my accuracy is a bit, it suffers a bit at those super long ranges. So I actually prefer to use a red dot sight on my HBRa3, but to each his own, right? To each his own in terms of attachments. But yeah, those are pretty good ones overall. Quick draw grip is another one I might suggest in there. But yeah, foregrip, extended mag, as well as adjustable stock, you really can't go wrong with any of those. In terms of perks, we got low profile, perk 1, standard. In terms of perk 2, we got peripherals, pretty unique. Peripherals over blind eye. I thought that was pretty interesting. And in perk 3, we've got scavenger and blast suppressor, which again, interesting for me personally. It's like an HBR without toughness? What is this heresy? And look at this freaking lag here, man. Look at the lag that happens right here. It's kind of insane. But yeah, those are the perks, and that's the gun. Those are the attachments. Pretty good class overall. It's a bit different than how I like to run my HBR, but again, to each his own. I mean, it's obviously working for him. He's gotten to the point where he's killing people before they even really have time to react to him, because again, the HBRa3 Average Show is ridiculously good. And right here, he sees the guy on the UAV. He knows he's waiting for him. He pre-fires him around the corner and picks up a DNA bomb as that guy was trying to grenade him. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, very fast overall DNA bomb, using again one of my favorite weapons in the game, the HBR, one of a few weapons. I have over 1,000 kills. It's a very good gun overall. The average Joe is a fantastic variant that anybody can get just for getting kills with the gun itself, so it's pretty nice overall, man. Pretty nice overall gameplay. Let's go ahead and skip forward here to the end of the gameplay. We see his team won 200 to 70, and we're actually going to see him actually pick up the final kill here, again, with the HBRa3 average Joe. The opposing team kind of got wrecked. A lot of them ended up leaving, and the people that were still here, they didn't do so good, because of course our player here, Snowboard Otter, actually had a nice score of 58-2, while he had another teammate who he wasn't even partied up with that went 42-0, who also got a DNA bomb. So that opposing team got DNA bombed by 2 different people in the same gameplay on a brand new map. Fantastic overall stuff, man. This DLC hasn't even been out for a week, and yet people are already getting DNA bombs on it and putting up ridiculous gameplays. That's definitely cool to see. So thank you to Mr. Snowboard Otter for submitting this awesome gameplay. It's definitely good to have you on the channel again. I miss watching you, all those awesome chem strikes running around on the Wii U last year. That was definitely a whole lot of fun. So it's good to have Snowboard Otter here back on the YouTube channel. But regardless, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of DNA Saturday, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. And if you guys would like to submit your DNA bombs for next week's episode of DNA Saturday, watch the video that's on your screen right now. It is amazing how many people have not actually watched that video, and they just don't follow the most simple basic rules when they send me their DNA bombs to look over every week. It's insane. It's insane. So go ahead, watch that video front to back, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about submitting your sub for DNA Saturday. If you guys would like to go ahead and check out Mr. Snowboard Otter, you can find him over at youtube.com/snowboardotter. So again, he is a returning guest, having been featured on my channel a few times last year with a lot of his Wii U chem strikes that he would send in while playing Call of Duty Ghosts. So over on his YouTube channel, he's primarily a gameplay channel. You go over there, you see just ridiculous scores, tons upon tons of kills when he's playing on Advanced Warfare. And aside from that, he plays things like Black Ops 2, he plays things like Call of Duty Ghosts, and he does both of them on the Wii U. So he puts up these crazy scores over there on the Wii U, and then when he's playing Advanced Warfare, I believe he plays on the Xbox One for that, because again, there's no actual version of Advanced Warfare on the Wii U, because sadly they didn't think they'd be able to sell enough copies. So that kind of stinks for people that wanted to play the Wii U. They had to get a whole new console to be able to play Advanced Warfare, which is kind of silly. But regardless, he's doing that over on his YouTube channel. A very good player, as you guys can imagine from his gameplay. So go ahead and give him a look if you guys haven't already. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.